Hello, today I want to share with you how I conduct a Facebook page review for my clients and my social media circle members. Now, why is this important? Well, so often I see business owners who use Facebook for their business, but they're just not optimizing it correctly. And this is a real shame because, believe it or not, Facebook can help you deliver new sales, win more clients, and obviously achieve sustainable long-term sales growth. But you need to know how to use it properly. So I'm going to deep dive into two Facebook pages, two completely random pages that I've not seen before, and I'm going to show you how I conduct a review. So if that's something that interests you, please stick around because you might learn a little tip or two. Hello, my name's Sally J, aka Sally Social, and I help business owners and entrepreneurs really optimize their social media pages. But not just that, I help them understand the digital marketing landscape and create combined digital marketing strategies. So if that's something that really interests you, then please stick around, subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to hit that all important bell because that will notify you every time I release a new YouTube video. Okay, are you ready? Let's dive straight in. Okay, so we're at the first page. As I said before, I haven't seen this page before. I don't know the company. It's completely random. I did select a particular business from a niche of bed and breakfast because I know some of my clients who might be watching this do have B&Bs, so hopefully this is useful. If this is actually your business page, then hey, you get a free review, so hopefully you find it really useful. Okay, so what I do is I have this checklist which I run through whenever I'm conducting a Facebook page review. So I'm going to take you through that checklist. So if you've got a pen and paper handy, you might want to make a note of some of these things. Now, one of the things I always do, and I'm not going to do it here, but is check that the branding, so we're talking fonts, colors, logos, headers, even tone of voice. We want to check that that is aligned across all the places where the company, the business has got a digital presence. So we're looking at all their other social media platforms and also their website, if they've got a website as well. So that's one thing to have a look at, check it's all consistent. The first thing I do have a look at is to see if there is a profile picture of the owner here. Now, I do see a lot of businesses using logos in this spot here. I personally would prefer to see a photograph or profile picture of the actual business owner themselves. And that's because people love to do business with people. Now, you can, as they've already done here, add your logo on the banner, which is fine, and it takes care of that in that sense. So my recommendation to Loretto here would be to add a lovely photo of the business owner. On the header here, I want to see that the communication is meaningful. So as I land on this page, I can instantly see here that this is a pet-friendly B&B. And I know that because that's the name of the page. That's very, it does what it says on the tin, so it's very obvious. And I also love this photograph here, this dog-friendly photo, lovely image of the dog in the car traveling, probably on its way to its holiday destination. And I love the tagline here, a home away from home for you and your pet. So I think that's really lovely, and I wouldn't recommend any changes here. Well, one of the things you could look at, actually, just saying that, is to replace this with a video, and Facebook allows you to do that now. And video content, as I'll come on to talk about a little bit later, is something that I encourage all business owners to use because the algorithms across Facebook and Instagram, if you're using that as well, the algorithms really love video content, and it just means that Facebook will reward you for that and push your content or recommend it out to people who don't know you. So that's something that this particular business owner might want to have a think about. Okay, so just sticking with the banner then. So what you're looking to do here is to make sure that what you're communicating on the banner is meaningful. So you're telling people instantly when they're landing on your Facebook page what it is that you're offering, whether that's a service or a product or the solution that you're providing for the visitor. And a lovely image as well goes a long way. If you're running a promotion, this is great advertising space for you to drop in your promotion. So what I also encourage my clients to do is switch out this banner if they are running a promotion during a particular period. And then also a call to action is a really good idea here. So they could actually add down the bottom something like call us today to book your reservation. And that brings us nicely onto the buttons down here. So they've got a call now button, which is great. So we've got the telephone number there. That's lovely. And we can also send a message. Let's check that that works. Yep. The dialog box for Messenger pops up, which is great to see as well. You can actually change these buttons out and configure them based on your overall objective. So some of the things that you might want to do is change this out for a shop now button if you have an e-commerce shop, or you can swap it out for send us an email or call us now, as they've done here. The way to configure or change these buttons is to hop into your settings, which will be up here in the top right hand corner, and you want to head to templates and tabs, and that allows you to change the buttons here and also the tabs on the menu, left hand menu bar here. Okay, so let's stick with the basic setup. So one of the other thing I like to have a look at is the brand story or the about information here on the right hand side, and you'll be surprised at how many people actually visit this. So let's just take a look here. So again, we've got a lovely image at the top there. It does exactly what I would expect it to do, and it's a lovely image of a dog going away on its little holidays, on its travel. So I think that's really cute and lovely. And pets and babies, by the way, do an awful lot for engagement. People love to engage with that type of image. Yeah, this is great down here. The only thing I would say is perhaps talk about who you are. So I want to get to know the owner. So if it's from, I don't know, Deirdre, then please sign off with your name. Okay, it just makes it a little bit more personable. The other thing I would do here, it's not necessary, is just add a link to a website or where I can go and book. It's just helps you, not everybody looks for the website in a particular place, but if you've got it here, it just makes it easier for your visitor. Okay, so let's have a look down here and see how many people are following this page. So at the moment they've got 11 people who like and follow the page, so there's a huge opportunity for Loretto to really build some brand awareness here. So that's one of the things that I would encourage her to do, or him to do. And then further down here on your about section, you've got some further detailed information that your visitor would expect to find. So your address, which is great, get directions, I love that too. Phone number, send a message, that's lovely. Hotel and lodging, so that's a category in which they've selected when they created the Facebook page. Hours, always open, that's fine. Okay, so I like that. I wouldn't recommend that they change anything here. Okay, so let's start to look at content. So immediately we're taken to their posts. So this is, let's go into posts actually here. It's probably easier to look at it this way. Okay, so the last post was on October the 7th. It was quite a while back. So I'm doing this in late December. And what I do like about this is she is telling us, I'm assuming it's a she, but it could be a man. They are telling us that at the moment they're in the process of renovating the property. And also what I love about this is there's a little bit of a back story as to why they have created this business, which I really love as well. It makes it really personable. So I really like that. What I would just say at this point is there are a couple of things I would recommend. First of all, if you have got like a post that you want everybody to see when they land on your page, is to pin it to the top of your page, okay? And you do this by clicking the 3 horizontal dots on the right top right hand corner, and then you'll be able to pin to post. Obviously I can't do this because it's not my page, and that will just always pin it to the top. So when any new visitor lands on the page, this is the first post that they're going to see. So that's something to consider. The second thing is to think about your frequency. So if you're quite new to Facebook and you want to build your brand, then you need to be posting at least 3 times a week, and that's to keep your followers interested, but also to help Facebook promote your page organically. Okay, even if you've got just 1 customer a year, it's still really important to be posting on a frequent basis, because you want to reach more customers, and the more that you post, the more Facebook will recommend your page out. Now, in terms of content, what type of posts should you be posting? Okay, well, there are 3 types of posts. You've got brand awareness, engagement, and what I call sales and promotional posts. You want to split that. It depends on where you are in terms of your business growth objectives, but what I would certainly recommend when you're starting out is that you want 40% of your posts to be about your brand. Okay, so this is informing people about who you are, who you serve, and what your USPs are. Okay, 40% of your posts need to be engagement posts. So this is just having a little bit of fun, meeting people where they're at, just having a general conversation with them. So you're not selling. And then 20% of your posts will be your sales and promotional posts. So that's just a rule of thumb in terms of what type of content you should be creating over the course of your week. Now, on every post, always include a call to action. So let's just have a look at this post here. So the top post here is just keep an eye out for my post. I guess that is a call to action. It's fine. I'll come back to that a little bit later. Here we've got a post from September the 30th. So I would expect to see more posts here. In fact, if they're doing some renovations, what I'd love to see are lots of posts, images and videos taking me on that renovation journey with them. So it's keeping me engaged as a visitor, and when I land on the page, it's not like, oh right, okay, I probably won't follow this page because I'm not sure whether it's going to be something that I'm going to be interested in later. But I would say here, follow my page. So be really specific, like my page, follow my page, in order to keep up to date with the renovations. And the other thing I would probably put here as well is, can I pre-book? So if I'm planning a visit in, let's say, the spring of next year, there's nothing here to say we are taking bookings now. So I'd really want to understand that, and that's what I'd like to see this business owner do. So if you're thinking of taking a holiday or a break in this particular area of the world, I can't remember where this one is actually, I'm not sure where they are, so that's probably something that you want to put in the top here. Yeah, something definitely to include in the introduction. Then do tell people we are taking bookings now. Now, I know that you might think that's a sales or promotion. It's not. It's just inviting them to, or just telling them or letting them know that you are ready to take pre-bookings, even though the property's not ready yet. So we've got this little thing here. So welcome to the page. So this looks an introduction. I would probably combine the two, perhaps, but I do love this image down here. It's really cute, and again, the kind of thing that people will engage with. Let your pets thank you. To book a stay, you can call us at the phone number here. I would also include a link to your website. That's assuming you have one, and if you don't have one, it might be something that you want to think about in the future. Or again, are you on booking.com? A lot of people use booking.com, prefer to do business that way. So also have a think about the different ways or methods that people can book with you, and make that really clear, because not everybody likes to give their credit card details over the telephone. They prefer to do it on a secure website like booking.com or an e-commerce site. So that's something I would definitely have a look at. The other thing I would love to see, which I don't see here on the left hand side, are videos. Okay, so videos are really important for Facebook right now. The algorithms love it, and it means that, again, your content or your page will be shared organically by Facebook the more video you do. And I would recommend that you include a combination of live video if you can feel brave enough, and recorded video. Now, Sally's Cottages is a business up in the northeast. I think it's in the Lake District of of England. They do a really great job of using video on Facebook and YouTube to take people inside of the property, and it has a double whammy effect because Facebook loves it, so we'll send it out. Also, we'll recommend the page to more and more people. But it also gives people a real insight into the interiors and what they can expect. So if you're running a business similar to that, similar to this, then I would definitely encourage you to use video to take people inside of your business. And it doesn't just have to be the rooms, it could be the restaurant, and it could be some videos about you behind the scenes. Show some footage of what it looks outside surrounding the property, because again, people would absolutely love you for that. And the more you can do in terms of providing that type of information, the more it's going to set you apart from your competitors. Now, let's have a look at reviews. Okay, so there are no reviews here. Now, reviews are so important to helping people make that buying decision. Okay, it helps build trust between you and your prospective clients. It's really easy to ask for a review. You just ask, please could you review the experience that you've had with us? And this goes for any business, okay? You jump onto my Facebook page, I've got reviews on there. I think it's so important today to have testimonials that you can use to build that element of trust. So that's something that I would definitely encourage people to do. You could offer a little incentive. When people get home, just say, when you arrive home, would you please send us a review on Facebook? Here's a little discount in case you want to come back and visit us, something like that, or give them a free gift. The other thing that you could do here, I just want to go back to the posts. The other thing you can do with your posts is to add a little bit of humor in here. So yeah, they've got some posts of dogs, which is great. And that's all we've got. So yeah, huge opportunity to add a little bit of humor in here, and maybe ask people to post pictures of their pets on holiday. That will really help with engagement as well. So generally, I think this is really great, this page. I've got some other things that I would love to see on here. There's definitely an opportunity to take people on that renovation journey. So if you're going through something similar, then do have a think about that. Or if your product's not launched yet, then take people on the journey with you. Discuss and share the things that you're doing, okay? Make it really easy for people to make that decision. So as I said before, showing pictures of the surroundings, but not just that. As this is a pet-friendly, a dog-friendly accommodation, you want to be sharing things like amenities in the local area. Are there any local dog walks or maps of dog walks that you can share with your prospective visitors as well? The more you can do to make it easy for them to make that buying decision, the better it will be for you. Think about local events as well. Is there anything coming up in the calendar which will prompt people to make that decision? Other things you can do, you are a B&B, so can you show your breakfast menu, and you can easily add a link to that on the left hand side. So list of amenities and show your breakfast menu. You also need to get in here a link to your website if they have one. And yes, also as I said earlier, tell your visitors that you are taking bookings now, even though the accommodation's not quite ready. Okay, so I hope that was really useful. Let's dive into another review. And this one I'm going to do on a product-based business, and this is a cake design, wedding cakes business. Okay, so again, going back to my checklist. So once again, we have got the logo up here. So I would prefer to see the face of the person behind the business. What I didn't mention before actually is your URL up here needs to basically say what it is that you do. So cake designs, wedding cakes, totally understand that. I know what this business is doing. Some people like to put in their location, and again, you can edit this in your settings. So you can change the URL, okay, the address of your Facebook page. So have a think about that. Banner, I love the banners, some great designs here. We've got wedding cakes, dessert tables, macaroon towers, croque and bouche. Lovely. Again, if there's any promotional activity coming up or any big occasions coming up, again, a call to action would be great. So I don't know, Mother's Day is a great example. It's coming up in March. Have you ordered your mother's cake? Check out our portfolio of Mother's Day cakes here. Okay. They've got a call to action here, which is send a message. That's fine. Again, if they want to change that and direct people to their website, to shop now. You can change this button to a shop now button. Let's have a look at the page details. We've got a phone number here. We can send a message. Oh, okay, so you're based in Australia. We can just have a look. Let's have a quick look at their website to check the branding is consistent. So yeah, the branding looks very consistent. Okay, we won't spend too much time on the website. And this is a food and beverage company. Great. Over on the left hand side, we've got the about section we just saw. And we've got photos, videos. Okay, these are very short videos. I'd imagine they're just silent videos. Yeah, okay. So I would imagine that they've produced quite a few cakes. I would do a video for every single cake. Again, it will help the algorithms. And I would talk about how you created the cake and maybe the inspiration for it, because again, it adds more personality to your brand, and people just love to see what inspired people to create their products. Let's have a look at their posts. I want to just have a look at how many followers they've got. First of all, let's hop back to home. Okay, so almost 42,000 people follow the page, which is great. This is something that was created in August. So I guess the question I would have in my mind, is that the last cake that you created, or you not a very busy business? So as we've just had Christmas, I would imagine, or I would expect to see Christmas cakes on here. So I'm just wondering whether it's just because you've not got around to posting on Facebook. So again, it's really important to be posting at least 3 times a week. Think about the type of content that you're producing. You want 40% brand awareness, 40% engagement, and 20% sales promotion. So it's nice that you've included this here, and this is the video that we just saw. Now, the other thing I would do is pin to the top a welcome post, and a video works really well for this. So you could have a video of you, the business owner, welcoming people to the page, and remember the call to action. So what do you want that person, that visitor, to do once they've read your intro? Next one is July. Okay, so it's once a month we're getting at the moment. April, yeah. So you're not posting, or this particular page isn't posting consistently, which means that a lot of people won't be seeing your posts. In fact, I'd be very surprised if, well, you've got 2 comments down here. You've got videos, so you've got quite some engagement down here, a couple of shares. Shares are really good call to action. So for this particular product-based business, if you want to grow your following, if you want to build your brand, then by all means ask people to share. You know, if you've got somebody's birthday coming up and you really like what you see, you're thinking of creating a cake, then, you know, share this design with their family. There's so much they could do in terms of engagement here. So what they're doing is just posting pictures of their cakes, but there's so much opportunity with Facebook to use it for customer research. Ask people, what's your favorite cake? What are your favorite color schemes? You know, ask people information like that and start having a conversation with them. But you need to be doing it at least 3 times a week for this to work. I'm just wondering how much of their business comes from Facebook. I would imagine it's probably not a lot right now. So that just raises the question in my mind, why are you on Facebook? Perhaps they're on Instagram and they're spending more time on there. Yeah, it's really important to have a Facebook presence, because some people will search Facebook to look for a particular business and also want to check you out as well. So just paying lip service to Facebook, I think, is not a good strategy. I think it's really important to, if you're going to use it, be in there using it consistently. So we've got some posts in here. I would love to see more engagement. These for me just look like sales posts. Okay, it's almost like, you know, well, this is what we can create. It doesn't really tell me an awful lot. So again, some more videos, more engagement types of posts. Yeah, if you're taking the cake to a party, then ask the client's permission if you can take some videos of people celebrating with the cakes, because it just adds so much more atmosphere and more interest. It helps people make that emotional connection with your brand. Okay, down here we've got something here, textured white chocolate and coconut zesty coconut cake, beautiful style shoot. This content isn't available right now. If this happens, then I would just delete the post. Okay, just take it off. You don't want that on there because it just doesn't look so good. I pick at some of the images from the new edition of the Sunshine Coast magazine. So this is great. This is lovely self-promotion. I like this. I think it's really great. If you have the opportunity of some PR, definitely share it on your Facebook page. So again, we want to see more call to actions here. I don't think there are any. So think about, well, what do you want people to do? once they've read the post. You want them to share, comment, like. Okay, it's so important that you do that, because the more engagement that you have, the more Facebook will recommend your page to non-followers. So the other thing I would like to see on here is, how do I order the cake? So that would be a great intro. So when people land on here, tell them about you, about your business, what inspired you to create the business, but also how you can order cake. So do I need to go to their website? Do I have to send them a message? Do you have an order form that I can complete? Make it really easy for them. And the other thing that I'd want to know as well is, what's the lead time? How much notice do you need if you want to place an order? The other thing I love is you've got some reviews on here. So these are visitor posts. So I would set up a review section, and again, incentivize your clients to leave a Facebook review after the event, of course. What I'd also love to see is some kind of user generated content. So ask your clients to take a picture of them with the cake, or the person who's celebrating with the cake, and post that here on your Facebook page. People love to see behind the scenes footage like that. And you can also use that in Instagram if you're on Instagram as well. So that's 2 Facebook page reviews. We had a very quick whistle stop tour there. If you have got any questions, then please post them in the comments below, and I look forward to giving you some more social media marketing tips next week. Okay, so take care for now.